Welcome to the Jay and Friends podcast.
Say it again.
No, I was just saying because you know how some women, I guess, in a relationship or I guess maybe as dating, they don't want to pay for maintenance.
I was paying for that shit before though.
Right.
So you get a brother, and it's my job to pay. That's their thought process.
I think some up for some people, yeah. Like, I'm not against it.
I'm not either, but it's not like you opening the shoebox and you know you gonna get left and right. Like this ain't the standard. Like I'm doing it because I want to, not because I have to.
Right.
Because truth be told, that's the cases that's like saying, is if I take you out and pay for dinner, you got to give me the box. I'm expecting a box because I bought you dinner. All this other stuff, like get murky.
I can. And then also, you have, before we start the show, with the maintenance thing, that the hair or the nails or whatever, maybe going to the spa or some shit. That type shit is like, yeah, if I like you. Because what if I don't like you enough to want to pay for maintenance? Like you cool. I don't feel as though that we've got to that level of I want to pay for this type shit. And then also, why you don't give me? Do you send me a Cash App or Zelle or Apple Pay and say, hey baby, go get one of them sharp ass shape ups because I like how you be looking when Donnie, ha, you know what I mean?
Ain't too many women dropping that. Hey, babe, it's $100. Go get you cut at Sunday lunch.
Yeah,
not doing
50 here, like because you like when I put this, I get them sharp ass cuts. Because you don't be wanting me to do nothing extracurricular shit when I leave, because once I get my cut, I got to go to the mall now.
Yes, Lord.
So,
protect the women who...
Because we all got something to do once we get that motherfucking haircut.
Yeah. And don't let that car be washed.
Hey.
And don't let that direct deposit hit too.
What? That trifecta?
Yeah. Let me go on to East Baltimore Street, see what's popping there.
What?
We clean.
Shit. Straight to Towson.
Yeah.
That used to be the days.
Valet on him too.
What? Pull my shit up front.
Yeah. I'll be back. I ain't gonna be long. Just make a quick little lap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Welcome. Welcome to the Jam Friends Podcast featuring Nell, episode 270. We are here. We are bike.
Mm-hmm.
Round of applause for yourselves. You choose to be anywhere in the world, but you choose to be here with us. We're gonna be here for a good time, not a long time. Before I get started, I want to send a shout out to those that wear the uniform, those that wore the uniform, those that wear the uniform in the future. Shout out those that hanging at the VA all day. Shout out United States of Baltimore, Zone 18, and the rest of PG County.
I appreciate you writing that shit a little larger.
And it's
because I got my eyes, dilated, so I can't see nothing, and so we always have a board besides being on our phone or me being on my phone all the damn time. We have a board with the topics right here in front of us, so I really can't see, but I can see that shit.
All right, I got a part opener. Oh yeah, real quick. Hot as fuck outside.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere is hot.
I love it.
What?
Love it.
We're gonna talk about the heat wave later. You crazy? All right, I got a part opener, man.
I went to Burger King and ate a Whopper, and I love a Whopper. That Whopper tore my stomach to pieces. I started doo-dooing out my ears. I was hurting. I think there's some puppy, some kangaroo. Something is in that beef at Burger King that does not move. That burger ain't all cow. There's something else inside of there, and I don't know who put it in there, but it tore me up. And from that day to this one, I ain't put a piece. I ain't do the Whopper, the Junior Whopper, nothing. Because I thought my kidney was going to end up coming out in that toilet because I couldn't come out of that bathroom. Every time I turned around, I was going back to the bathroom. I coughed, a little squirt, and I had to run right back to the bathroom. I said, "What is happening? What did they put in this Whopper? Somebody put a laxative in here and did not tell me. If they prunes in this burger because something is cleaning me out." So I don't know, and I ain't trying to give no bad advertising, but Burger King. I don't know what you're doing in there, but that's not cow meat. There's something else in there.
Just continuously to mind my business and get my health and shit in order. So my blood pressure been good. Today it was 133/84.
Yes, Lord.
And that's coming from a month ago where it was like 221 over like 113.
221 over 113?
Yeah. And I was in John Hopkins for a few days and they was afraid that I lost vision in my left eye. And then they was afraid that I was going to have a stroke or a heart attack, but preferably a heart attack. So they kept me hooked up to some machines for a couple days and they wanted to take my blood pressure down slowly because a dramatic thing would have caused a heart attack. Yeah. So that was like a month ago. Like a month ago. 3 weeks close to a month ago, it was at 2 something, and now we at 133. So I just been chilling and trying to do the right things for myself and eat right and run. I ran 4 miles the other day. I ran 2.5 miles today. So just trying to, just stay healthy, man. Trying to live. That's all.
Oh man, do you feel like just not having to go to work and being able to relax and just chill, like, has that helped your health as well? Or
Yes.
just do you feel like rejuvenated? Like, I know you're not ready to go back to work, but like, are you ready to go back to work?
No.
No, you're not. I know you're not ready to go back to work, but like, are you rested? Like, all right, like if I had to go back to work tomorrow,
not with what's going on at work, what I already know, what is going on there. No. So it's kind of like a good thing that this did happen when it did. Yeah. Because who knows? Because
that could have triggered other stuff.
Because I still feel the same. I don't feel any different.
Okay.
So, of course, it triggered it because I lost sight in my left eye, and I went to the eye doctor because I know what was going on. And, and then my eye doctor was like, he could see the pressure on my eyes, and he was like, "Oh, you need to go to the hospital." So that's what triggered it. So, which I already had went to my primary doctor for my physical a week prior. So he already knew that my pressure was up.
It was a high like that though?
Yeah.
Damn.
So then I did the eye doctor and everything else. But anyway, what's going on at work, it just would have been a lot. And who knows where it could have took me at. Because I already was on 1,000 as soon as I walked through the door. And that's dealing with work shit. We had a move happen. It's just a lot. And I'm glad that I was off of that because I know it would have been a stressful situation because of all the type of leadership roles that's there and people who are in leadership roles that I don't deem as a leader or that I can look up to like, all right, I can let this man lead my ship. That's my show. So, and it'll forever be my show till I'm done. Yeah. Till I'm done, till my last time I clock out. So, so I'm glad, I'm sorry. I'm really kind of glad that I didn't have to like deal with what they got going on now. And that's to still be continuing to go on till about the beginning of July. Maybe a little things to be able to smooth out by the time I get back, hopefully, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to jump right back in and I got to hit the ground running. But at least my pressure will be down and I'll understand what I'm walking back into.
So, my week has been pretty cool, man. It's hot outside, so keeping my movements to a minimum. Dog. It's hot, like.
Oh, it's what the fuck hot outside. Best believe it. It's
my Tesla shit. The little thing like, cabin overheat on is a 126 in the cabin. Good God.
Yeah. And where the sun is on the beginning part of the day is on the other side, so it's actually beaming on my car. So I be getting alerts. I'm sitting there looking at my car like 1:30. So, we Tesla guys. So we crack the window, set the cabin, Like, no, cool him off.
And I know it's hot in y'all warehouse at work too.
Oh yeah. Oh, fuck.
Y'all ain't got the
No.
the fans like the NFL side.
No, we
like
have
blow the water?
we have a couple of those. We have those, and it has the sprinklers on them and shit.
Yeah,
So
blow that cool water on me.
we had that, but it ain't enough. Like, yo, that floor get to sweating, bro. Like, whatever it is outside, it's more inside.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
No matter what, cold or heat, it's definitely frustration. What the fuck type of heat inside their warehouse.
What is not the boy, y'all? I'm sorry, I just got a question for that. If y'all load all the trucks and all the trucks are gone, what is up to do in the warehouse?
Well, they not. For one, they not. But let's say in a perfect world, that's happening.
Every truck is gone.
Yeah,
with a load.
Well, you have, because we do will calls, so it's customers coming up to buy.
So somebody have to pull it.
Yeah, somebody have to pull orders. So they're pulling orders for the trucks for the next day already. Because they take orders 8 o'clock. They're taking orders. So they're preloading. Is a preloading area where they stash stuff at to load the trucks in the afternoon once they come back.
Gotcha.
And then the will calls from the customers coming in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, I be chilling somewhere.
Yeah. Some days you can, some days you can't. It's like any other business. But I tell you this shit though, like being off, that shit had you thinking, like, yo, I need to be an entrepreneur because I need to fucking get up when I fucking feel like get up, or work when I feel like it, and not I have to get up and go in.
The feeling is different.
Get up at 4 a.m. Like, yo, I've been getting up at 4 a.m. for 20 years, bro. Like, yo, that shit is different.
Yeah.
It's different.
It's a good feeling, dog.
Hell yeah. That's me, had me thinking.
You can't tell me, sometimes the day goes so fast, though. You get up, watch a little news or whatever, say your prayers and stretch or whatever the case may be. I go to the gym every day, normally around 1 o'clock. By the time I'm like, yo, it's 3:30. Like, what? Mm-hmm. I'm ready to watch the news again. Like, so anyway, let's get to some topics, though. Big T confirms that they did drop 3 bombs. Well, they dropped some bombs on all 3 sites in Iran. I'm reading a piece of his article. He did this on Saturday.
It was definitely after we talked about it.
It was after the pod, but Big T announced that the U.S. military struck Iran nuclear sites, Fordo, Natanz, and I ain't finna butcher that last one. Following Israel's campaign to dismantle their nuclear program, the U.S. used stealth bombers and a 30,000-pound bunker buster bomb to target heavily fortified sites. The strike follows Israel attacks aimed at crippling Iran's air defense missile capabilities. Iran vowed retaliation. Thoughts? I know you asked me what about Iran. I thought it was last month, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about Iran's nuclear program? And they just one of them wild cards that they shouldn't have a nuclear a program. And when you start getting like NATO or the UN sends inspectors. They come to America, they go at Russia like, listen, we have these treaties in place where it's like, all right, you can have X amount of nuclear warheads and this and this and this, and we have to allow inspectors to come in to ensure that, yeah, we signed the treaty. Are you abiding by the treaty? And I don't think that they was getting inspected, but they were expected to not have a nuclear program, but they was low-key doing it. So
why do we have nuclear weapons?
Why the fuck not?
What's the purpose of it though? What is the purpose of having a nuclear weapon?
It's like
I mean, because we have missiles and rockets and all that shit. So why do we have to have something like nuclear?
All right. Well, first off, it all started with the race to create a nuclear bomb. When they found out that they could split the atom, and splitting the atom, this part is like part of my job. But when you talk about like splitting the atom, it was such a phenomenon. It's like, well, this a lot of energy, right? So let's package this shit up, split the atom, and create a bomb. Well, the race to create it was won by us, right? So then we tested it, whatever, and we now have a new bomb, but everybody else won't. So the case is now it's like having that fucking 357 Magnum. You there's no real need for that big ass pistol, but you want that pistol, and then the other dude that don't like you see you with one, so I got to get one too because I either or one bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what it is. It's like we would not say that it's the last ditch effort, but it's like everybody else not everybody else, but the major players have them, so we gonna keep them too. Because at some point, at the point that somebody fires one, we gonna fire back, and the world is over at that point. For us anyway, because they're gonna unload the clip.
I mean, I understand that. Like, I mean, it's if someone fires off, I mean, at us, like you fire one shot, I'm gonna now reign supreme. Yeah.
We dropped the nuclear bomb on Hiroshima, leveled that bitch back after Japan Pearl Harbor.
Right,
leveled him. We built it back up. That's what we do though. We fuck shit up, build it back up. So leveled them out. But when you start talking that nuclear shit, it gets scary. Yeah, man. It's I see the need for them, but I don't see the need for them. Because again, once that button get hit, it's no turning back from that. So but after we knocked out the 3 sites from Iran then fires back. We have U.S. soldiers stationed all over the world, but this particular base in Qatar, I think it was, they shot 14 rockets. Sorry, y'all, if y'all hear that noise, the lawn man.
We pardoned earlier. I was able to get here early, so the lawn people out, and it just was raining hard as hell.
Yeah, it's like the grass wet, my boy. But yeah, they launched the missiles at the base in Qatar. So I'm getting 2 reports. Somebody said it was 19. Big T said it was 14. We intercepted it and blew up 13. And then the one lone one wasn't gonna hit nobody anyway, so they let it go. I don't know, man. I already said, fuck y'all. You hit us, we gonna hit you. It wasn't, it was like somebody like cold cock slap you, and then all you do is get up and push them back.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the equivalent is like. So it's like, why you waste your bullets? So
I guess, I just hope, we don't have to go to war. I see like this is kind of going to be the way we going is going to be, because somebody's going to have to, one person's going to flex and we flex back, and then now we have to stand. You got to stand your ground. So I do see war in the future. I do see a war or something going.
Give me a percentage on probability
of a war.
Yeah,
50.
Woo, pretty high, brother.
I do. At first, I didn't.
And this brother want to come right.
I know,
by
right
window.
Here.
He's like, yeah, they recording. Fuck it. Yeah.
I really do, because of just what happened. Iran was doing shit they wasn't supposed to do. We fired on them, let them know, like, yo, relax. They fired back, like, hey, nigga, we stand up and pee too. And
they did. I never thought they would have shot it, but they shot. That is an act of war. You shot, like, we didn't kill anybody. Nobody was injured in our shit, but they were trying to kill somebody. So that is technically an act of war. But you can't expect to slap somebody and not expect them to hit you back. So
that's a fact. That's why I'm at 50% right now.
Even all my white homeboys who Big T supporters was like, I don't agree with that. Well, he shot them rockets. They don't agree with it.
Big T shouldn't have?
Yeah, they don't know.
What Donnie say?
I ain't asked Donnie. I don't think Donnie would care either way. Not on this.
Okay.
But yeah, they was
Donnie
like,
want to know about aliens.
Yeah. Flat Earth shit. My dude. But yeah, majority of them was like, I don't.
What Nick say?
He ain't agree.
He ain't agree.
Yeah, I was just talking to him before he came here. He was like, I'm scratching my head as to why. So Nick summed it up, and I'm paraphrasing, like, it was gonna go all good or all bad. So he would have shot them, let's say shot them bombs, dropped them bombs, and it didn't do anything to their nuclear program, then it's like you did all that for nothing. But you did cripple their nuclear program, so that's a win. So, and nobody got hurt when they fired back. So Big T looks like he made a great decision and is a great leader. But I think it's all really fucking.
And I wish I had that clip that I was telling you about with
Big B Boogie.
Former President Barack Obama, when he was speaking on Iran and about their nuclear program, and that he was saying that they shouldn't have them. He don't want them to have nuclear weapons, and they shouldn't because of the radical and how far left or far right they seem to be. They're extremists. So I wish I had that, because I know so many people, jump. I don't like to say shit like this, but like we pod. So like certain things we do agree with Big T. Certain things we don't. That's the way certain things we agree with President Barack. And things we disagree with. So I know a lot of y'all be like, oh, we Big T fans. I kind of am. But Barack also, which you can YouTube this, just type in Barack Obama on Iran, and you'll see how many different interviews he has speaking on this and speaking on how the treaty and stuff like that. Like, yo, y'all really ain't supposed to have this shit, and we don't want y'all to have it. And if y'all do have it, we'll go to the great lengths of, just like what Big T did, press the button and get rid of that shit. So don't always jump to things like, oh, Big T because of let's go, we're black. Like, oh, he wants to do this. Like, President Barack Obama, this isn't AI videos. These are time stamped and all of that shit. So go do your Googles and your YouTube research, and you'll see that Barack was on the same exact thing that Big T is on when it comes to Iran and nuclear weapons.
Bingo. Blah, 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 blah. All right, Marines.
Goddamn beloved core.
The Marines, man. So Nell sent me this. I don't know why they got that ugly ass dude on there, but I shouldn't have called that dude ugly, because we was playing football. It was overseas. It was like Iraq, playing flag football, and one dude mossed another dude. It was like, yeah, I mossed your ugly ass, and he the other dude was like, he was like, what? You supposed to be cute?
Fact. Fact.
You call me ugly, like what, you cute, nigga? But now, Marines could be kicked out over razor bumps, and here's why people are calling them new races. So a new policy from the U.S. Marine Corps has black service members sounding the alarm. Marines diagnosed with pseudocirculitis barbae, aka razor bumps, are now being told they could be discharged if their condition doesn't improve in a year. But let's be clear, up to 60% of black men get razor bumps. So yes, this policy hits the hardest. Back in the day, so I just talk about this shit with me. I had a shaving profile during my time in the military. Back in the day, you could grow your beard to 1/8 of an inch, which is not that long. Pause. And it couldn't be lined up. It had to be just, excuse me, fucking Saratoga. Not that. It had to be the natural growth of your beard. Couldn't be lined up.
So they couldn't be lined up?
You could just grow it 1/8 of an inch. Couldn't be lined up. Only thing I think motherfuckers used to line up was under their neck, but you couldn't have the front, right? So then, like, it was some rules had changed, and all these new religions start popping up. So that's why you see people with beards now. They just be like, "Oh, I'm fucking Wiccan," or it's some shit with Vikings. It's a religion with Vikings that allow people to have beards. So everybody start changing their religion. But if you have a shaving profile, basically it keeps you covered. Like, you could be in uniform with a beard, but you don't have to shave. So it keeps you from not getting the bumps. The shit is not, if you have sensitive skin to razors, it's not going to ever fucking change. So what you're talking about is going to get better. You just have in the army, you just have a profile. It's a permanent. You get a permanent, it's called P3. You get a permanent profile, and you say, why you ain't shave, Sergeant? In paper right here. All right, you good. To kick them out is fucking nuts. And it seems like a racially biased rule. I think in my whole life and all the people I've met in all the services, I've only ever met one white man with a shaving profile. And I ain't really gonna call him fully white because he was like this redhead, curly hair Irish dude with a black wife. I know a nigga had some black in him somewhere. Like he had nappy red hair too. Like you sure? Like, no, I'm from Ireland, bro. But kicking somebody out for razor bumps is trash. But I don't get it.
I mean, I don't either. I don't shave. I barely have facial hair myself. I've always had a goatee, but I never had to shave. I never had anybody around to teach me how to shave. My grandfather, he was in the military. He was in the Marine Corps, and he shaved. I think sometimes he had the mustache, and sometimes he'd be on his leather face shit. But I watched him shave, and I've always been afraid of shaving because I didn't want razor bumps. I ain't want the nasty crunch under my damn neck. And you say that, like, to be quite honest, I don't think I've seen a white person with like the nasty crunch neck, which that shit be all red and shit. Like, I've never really seen it. So of course everyone's skin is different, but so I guess they're going to pay for you to go to a dermatologist, I guess.
So you go to a dermatologist. I mean, they have them already, so you go to a dermatologist. So that I guess you get the 90-day treatment, basically like don't shave, get your face together. You got up to a year to show progress. If not, what did it say? Back in the day, if a Marine had a permanent shaving profile, they could get. They had PFB, which is the shit. They could go get a long-term waiver and avoid shaving to protect the skin. That policy changed in 2022, but now it's gone even further under this new rule. A Marine has 90 days to get treatment and just 1 year to show progress. If not, their commanding officer could boot them out of the Marine Corps. It say something about
that's crazy.
So this that bullshit that they be saying. The move is being called discriminatory by both military insiders and dermatologists. And while the military claims that shaving is important for gas mask safety, science says otherwise. And we've done studies on this shit that show that having a beard doesn't really affect putting that fucking mask on your face. But I just looked up the percentage of black men in the Marines, and it says approximately 11.4% of active enlisted Marine Corps members are black or African American. Yeah. So I mean, it's not a big jump, but
I always be looking like people like Wallow and like Gilly. I understand why they had a leather face because their facial hair doesn't grow like right and they look crazy. That shit be patchy. But like younger people, I be like I call it the leather face. They're like that shit looks. I don't know, like bro, grow some fucking hair. Like, grow a goatee, a fucking mustache or something. Nobody has mustaches anymore. Everybody either got a fucking goatee or a goddamn beard. So, that should be weird though to see unless they're older. Older gentlemen, that's like grandfather age and 60s and 70s. They had a naked face, the leather face. I'm cool with that shit because I understand like that's their era. But I like motherfucker like Wallow, he'll try to grow his hair. He'll go through a time where he's just letting that patchy ass shit grow and that shit look terrible. Like, yeah, bro. Yeah, you need to just keep the naked face because you look funny looking as fuck.
I be seeing is you the leather the leather face is like the crater face. That's what you call it. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was like, I could not let my skin get that bad. I would just say fuck it and stop shaving. Fuck that. I'm not gonna continue. And now your shit look like Freddy Krueger across your cheek. Mm-hmm. Like, nah.
I got homeboy like that. Like his shit always like his skin is worse. Like, bro, go get that shit checked out, bro. Like his face, I mean, big crazy ass craters in his shit. Like fall in. Like, yo, his shit is crazy. His skin on his face is crazy.
Yo, shout out to my Marines, man. Hopefully, you figure out a way or some loophole to this shit, cause boy, it's not looking good. It's hot outside, dog. Heat wave all up the East Coast, all up the East Coast, dog. Like when New York City turn around, it's gonna be 102. That's when you know it's
and they
hot.
lucky because with the rain moving in the next couple of days, it's gonna cool off, not cool off, but a little bit better than what it's been with the hundreds and stuff like that. So next week is going to get down to the 80s. Right now, today is even 95. Tomorrow's supposed to be 82.
Look at that thunder. Thunder.
And it's really been hot. It ain't even been crazy like super humid. It's just been
It feel like August. Like normally it's only hot, really hot here, July, August. It's hot. Did they say like how long this heat wave gonna last? Did you look on your weather app?
Like I said, after today it's gonna 80s, 90s, not upper 90s, and then next week just upper 80s.
For real?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's out this way though. So, but yeah.
Okay, so next week in the 80s. Good. Yeah, stay cool, hydrate. Run them ACs, man. Don't leave dogs, cats in the car. You know, just stay cool.
Oh yeah, I know. Hey,
I wonder what that light bill gonna be getting on. But
that's one thing you got to do is stay away from them folks that's
that what?
that with them Virginia tags and they windows down because they frustrated and they gonna run into you, crash.
Not the Virginia tags.
Yeah, they got the VA, damn that goddamn Honda or that damn Altima going 100 miles an hour with them goddamn
no
windows
hood
down. Mm-hmm.
Meow. When my girl 6 years say meow.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Oh man,
this weather, AC. Like,
are you talking about you like this heat? I grew up in this type of shit. I hate this. I'm a hoodie guy. Like
now, I can say like, heat will get you frustrated to the point you want to fuck somebody up
over nothing.
Yeah, like yo, shut the fuck up. Like I'm just
asking a question.
Yeah, when it's cold, you can kind of sort of deal with it.
Hell yeah.
But when it's hot outside, you can get frustrated. That heat can get you frustrated quick.
Nah, I just going to the car is hot. You just got dressed in.
But see, the summer here in Maryland, at least, after the sun go down, all right, trying to come outside. When it's cold outside, it's just fucking cold. There's no.
Yes, but you could put coats and hoodies on. So you
can't come outside. Fucking, it's 10 degrees outside. It's 20 degrees.
Now
you don't want. Who wants to go outside when it's 20 degrees outside versus when the sun start going down? That's when everybody go out. That's when the happy hours start to pop. Boy, hey, boy, 7:30. Where you at? Where you at?
I'm like that in the wintertime. Hold on, let me throw my hoodie and coat on. I'm out. I'm leaving.
No.
By the time, like, let's just say you be like, yo, meet me at the spot, right? Like, yo, it's first Thursday. We gotta go park in the garage. I gotta walk my ass to the fucking event, and you sweating.
That's cool.
Sweating.
Cool.
That's not cool.
You can't do these, but you can't get that environment in the winter.
And on the inside, you can get on the outside.
You don't want that. The whole ambiance of being outside. That's the whole thing. I don't.
I ain't with that heat wave.
I wish I wish the pool was open. If the pool was fixed, it would be a lit summer.
Pool party.
Oh yeah. Pool party. Oh my god. Pool parties would be out, man. Yep, that's all I can say. I already told my mother once that shit get fixed. Yo, we having a pool party. He was like, hell yeah, bet. Yup, and we got plenty of parking at her other house. Oh, there's plenty of parking. There's a lot that's next door to her that everybody think is hers, but it's not. It's really the county's.
And they don't do nothing with it.
No.
Oh yeah.
And we can park.
Charge $10 too.
Yeah, $5-10 hours.
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah. Rock out to the sheriff because the sheriff's out that bitch. So the sheriff's in Edgewood.
If it's a lot on that side, who on the other side? How close is the next house?
Nothing.
So you can get loud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you can get loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet it is sheriff's out that way too.
Yeah.
Harford County don't be
No,
bullshit.
yeah, Harford County don't be bullshit. That's why I was like, I cannot wait to get my windshield done, but I dread getting my windshield done because but I be like, I be asking people at the Tesla's joints. I be like, they be getting you. Are you from out this way? They be like, nah.
They don't. You know what? I have.
I'm afraid
They don't pull Teslas over, man.
They don't, because I told you I'm not a front tag guy. I have a Tesla. I'm not putting a front tag on my car ever. What I mean, ever. I'm never.
The next one you buy, if it got the bracket, you still ain't putting it on there?
Never. I'm taking that shit. I don't want it. I wouldn't even buy it with a bracket on there. It's gonna make it look ugly. Take it off. No. Lawless. You look. Read the tag. The tag in front doesn't matter. What matters is the rear of the vehicle with the stickers. That's it.
The law says otherwise.
I never understood that law anyway. Like, you can go to different states.
It's
it doesn't require.
Florida only got one tag. Georgia one tag. Kentucky one tag. Ohio one tag.
I think Virginia is like that too. I don't think they require.
They do.
You to have a. They do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't think so.
Nah, Virginia don't have a front tag.
I'm like, long as that bitch is in my glove compartment.
You gotta have your inspection sticker on the window every year.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good. I'm cool with that. Right down in a little corner. Cool. That's cool. But no, I ain't never putting a front tag on. Ever.
Yo. I'm your host, J.Con, the host of the Jam Friends podcast featuring Nell. Listen, I need a real quick favor, man. Listen, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, on anywhere you stream my podcast from, like, share, comment, subscribe. About 90% of y'all who listen to it don't even subscribe. So go on and do that. Let's fight these algorithms and get the podcast in front of everybody who need to hear it, man. Let's do it. Puff Daddy, Sean Combs. The defense rested their case on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Puff told the judge, I ain't taking the stand, doing a good job. The defense, this trial is supposed to be 2 months. The defense had a month and the prosecution had a month, but his defense team said, we ain't calling no witnesses. We just want to put some other evidence into, some exhibits into evidence. Good move, bad move.
I kind of think it's a good move. I was talking to my mom yesterday. I feel as though that I don't think he have idiot lawyers, because you could take this as like this could be some badass advice.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think he have some idiot lawyers, and from what he was charged with, and what the prosecution came up with, and the people that was on the stand, I think they felt as though that ain't enough. That ain't enough. That ain't enough to, because the way everybody's in the world is thinking that he's going to go to jail forever. What did he do? From what they were saying, I'm still baffled of what did he do? Because, Daphne, Jane, she wanted to be with Puff and Turks and Caicos, and when she got there, he had the Punisher or one of them other escort dudes there waiting on her. And
so Puff is charged with racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, transportation to engage. They don't have a gun charge. They don't have a drug charge.
No minors.
They don't have he don't have a DV charge.
Nope.
No type of assault.
And if you want to call that sex trafficking, if you don't give that man time served for adults coming to have
consensual sex.
Yes. And so I was watching CNN or whatever Fox, whatever the fuck I was watching yesterday, and Nancy, whatever her name is, was going off, and she was saying like, he was trafficking because he was paying for these guys their time to fly them into certain places where he was at. And even though it's deemed illegal,
everybody fly something out. Done flew something out. And we coming with this expectation.
If that's deemed illegal, why do we still have bunny ranches and shit like that in Las Vegas? Why do we still have certain things in the United States?
Well, that's legal. That
It's not.
prostitution is legal.
It's not. It's tolerated. It's just like over in what is that? Like Amsterdam? In Amsterdam, prostitution is not legal. That
It's
shit
a
just,
job.
It's just tolerated. It's just tolerated. It's not legal. It's just the laws in Vegas is just relaxed.
Oh, you're right. No, prostitution is not legal in Las Vegas. While Nevada is the only state where prostitution is what?
What you got?
This shit don't make no sense. No, prostitution is not legal in Las Vegas, while Nevada is the only state where prostitution is legal in some areas. It's prohibited in Clark County, which includes Las Vegas. Prostitution is legal in Nevada only in licensed brothels located in counties where the population is under 700,000. Las Vegas, being in Clark County, does not meet this population requirement, therefore cannot have licensed brothels. Why? That's why the bunny ranch is way out in the middle of nowhere.
Right. But once again, bro, it's tolerated. That's just to say it's tolerated.
They be out passing flyers.
Yes, it's tolerated. But that's why they say you look.
Now, you wrong on the other one.
What's that?
Yes, prostitution is legal in Amsterdam and throughout the Netherlands. Prostitution was legalized in the Netherlands in 2000, and this includes operation of brothels. The legalization is aimed to regulate the profession and improve working conditions. I remember watching this shit on a documentary because now, like, they got a union. All the Moses in the union. So they get good health care, all of that shit. I remember seeing
good
that.
for them. But I thought I saw before that they said it's not legal there. It's just tolerated. Maybe it was another place just like that. But still, I still don't see where Puff. Once again, I'm not pro Puff. I'm not against him, anything. It's what you can prove in court. It's just like the OJ trial and everything else is what you can prove. And I just don't see what did they prove about certain things that, once again.
Okay, so do you feel like they've proven the case for racketeering conspiracy? I'm going to read the charge. This charge alleges he led a criminal enterprise involved in the offense, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, and bribery. You think they proved that?
No, the only thing I think they prove is that he was just flying dudes out.
All right, sex trafficking. 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, coercion are included. Have they proved sex trafficking?
No.
Transportation to engage in prostitution. He faces 2 counts related to transporting individuals across state lines or international borders with the intent of engaging in prostitution. Have they proved that?
Yes.
All right. Now, what do you think if they find him guilty on that? Which I still think they loosely did that because, again, that's that gray area where, like, if I flew a chick out and I know I want to fuck her and the expectations is to fuck, is that the transportation to engage in prostitution? You coming here to get wine done and fucked. So I'm buying you some shit, we going out. And in exchange, I'm expecting to get some pussy. So that's the same thing, which is what's this slippery slope?
All of it's going to be a slippery slope. No astro glide.
Pause. Nigga had cases of that
yo,
shit.
I was like, yo, me and my mother was looking at that shit like, yo, I mean, at the end of the day, but like, what's wrong with that? I mean, yo, I am I stashing away? I don't have parties, but am I stashing away baby oil? No, I like baby oil. I like baby oil gel. I like how it looks. I like the look of it. I liked it when I seen it on flicks. I like it when I see it in person. Yeah. I like when I see it in the strip club. I like when that motherfucker shined up looking like a goddamn glazed donut or a chocolate glazed donut. I like the aesthetics of it. And that's probably what Puff liked. I don't want no dry looking shit. No, I need you to put the baby oil shit on. I need Astro Glide. I need to, because Astro Glide is going to, and they was putting it on. I don't think they needed like a whole bunch of lube. I just to put the Astro Glide on you because it's always going to keep you shiny and slippery. But he probably want to say.
So I had to look this up. So based off of what I just looked up, if they find him guilty on that third charge, he can face up to 10 years in federal prison, some fines, and potential forfeiture of assets such as vehicles, property, all used in the commission of a crime. So they could say if they could prove he used that jet, blah, 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 blah. 10 years, first time offender. How long Puff been in jail? It's over a year, right? Has it been over?
Just now. Was it like a year? Just now. It ain't been that long.
Yeah, nigga time served. Send him on home, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, my personal opinion, I think Puff beats this with a hung jury. I just think that last charge, I think they did, the first two that I read off, they didn't prove that. The transportation across state or international borders or whatever for the engage in prostitution, they slightly proved it, but again, the dude, the Punisher and all the rest of them came up was like he wasn't buying sex. He was paying for time. We chose to have sex. So if you booking me for my time. And if you see escorts, you see that shit on TV and, I live in DC. So you see, I see the escorts at the fucking bars that all the politicians go to. You're paying for their time.
Mm-hmm.
So if they choose to fuck, they fuck. So
yeah, and I don't think why would he get on the stand and have the prosecution ask him these questions and, well, why would you do this? Why would you treat Cassie in this way? Why did you want to have these freak offs? Hell no.
You don't want him to perjure himself
and
do all kind of wild shit because he's going to have to fucking lie and say some shit. So
yeah, which they might have in a text message or a voice message, something that's been recorded. So no, I'll just sit right here because I don't think he's losing, but even if he was losing, I still wouldn't get on the stand. I would now I have my lineup of witnesses, but me myself, I'm not getting the fuck up out there. And what Nancy was saying on that, why doesn't he have anybody that's going to come out and speak positively about him?
That's not where that part of the case goes. That goes into sentencing.
And they don't. And then of course, why doesn't Kanye? I don't want Kanye to say happy birthday to me at this fucking time.
Well, Kanye was going to them freak offs, and during that time, them 2 days in that trial, his name came up. That's why Kanye showed the fuck up. He was taking let me not say not going to freak offs, but going to them parties, and his name was brought up by Jane Doe. Hey man. I think Puff gonna win this one, but it is what it is. All right. This a fucked up one. A Milwaukee man has been paying $3,000 a month in rent while living with his girlfriend, only to find out she has $100 housing voucher, so her rent is only $100. Is she wrong for this?
Very.
I'm in the comments somebody said, report that bitch.
I would.
I ain't going that far.
You got them? What? How much was he giving her?
$3,000 a month.
How much is her rent?
$100.
She would be reported. She'd have been reported the next fucking day.
Somebody said I wouldn't even be mad. Just respectfully move on. Her going from 3,000 to nothing is gonna hurt her more than it hurts you.
No, it's not. Cause how many months has he been paying? 1 month and she up.
Yeah.
If this nigga done paid multiple months, she is all the way up. Rent $100. This man is giving you $3,000.
Yeah,
if your rent is $100 though, that means you're probably getting food stamps. So don't have to even pay cash for food stamps. So the only thing that they probably paying for in that bitch is gas and electric and internet.
Dog.
She probably got C-class Benz.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
CLA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. CLA 250, something like that. Something clean.
Like, she got a satellite radio subscription too. He paid
clean
for it.
Mm-hmm. Always gotta be always done.
I don't know about that.
It should be at 3,000.
Nah, she don't like.
I wouldn't. In all seriousness, I'm upset if I'm fucking with this girl, and why not just tell me?
Why you paying? Why you handing her the money to pay rent? Why you ain't paying this shit yourself? If you paying all the rent, you should be paying that shit yourself. Give me the portal link. Or if you paying the landlord, I'll go get you a money order. Who I make it out to? Nobody got checks anymore, so I go get a money order.
Maybe, but that's a lot.
I'm not cash.
I mean, because in these, I don't know where they from, but I mean, there's a lot of housing these days where like you'll see someone with a voucher somewhere living in a nice ass house that you would possibly think does cost this amount of money.
You true. But I ain't handing you $3,000. Apple pay you $3,000. Is they pay the rent? No. Who?
See,
where?
That would be violent. I don't condone violence, but that could potentially be a violent affair because that's a lot of money that I've been giving to you, and it's not even half. I could see like, oh, shit was $1,500, and I was spending $3,000. Bro, this shit was $100, and I'm giving you $3,000. All four.
What have you been doing with this $3,000? With this $2,900? What you been buying kilos? You been saving up to get a fucking?
And your Father's Day gift's probably been trash.
Trash. I mean, flea market average t-shirts and some shit. Not even a man, dog. Whatever. Our people always fucking shit up, right? We like you just fuck a shorty just fucked it up with a dude in the rent. You had a good man that's giving you $3,000 to pay your rent, and you lied to him, and you only really paying $100. But niggas out here, I have to say that word this time, has messed it up for Affirm, Afterpay, Klarna, Sezzle, and PayPal. The buy now, pay later will now factor into your credit score after Klarna reported over $130 million in unpaid customer debt. So I'm gonna read a piece of the article. So how Americans handle their buy now, pay later loans might soon start impacting their credit scores. FICO is planning to roll out a new set of credit scores models later this year that include buy now, pay later activity. This move will give lenders a clear insight on how people are paying back the short-term installment loans, something that has largely gone undetected until now. Buy now, pay later has become a popular alternative to credit cards, especially for those looking for a more flexible payment option and trying to get through financial pinch and spreading out large purchases to make them more manageable. This is how I found out these girls would be taking all these fucking trips overseas. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm like, yo, hold up. I know how much the plane ticket to Dubai costs, or to Qatar, or to Africa. So now you do that, fly hotel room. These girls be having the fly rooms with the great view. Then you like, whoa. Okay, so I get it now. I was like, wait, what? So niggas out here. Okay.
So for me, I see a lot of people on social media saying like, don't use Affirm. Like if you got to use Affirm or one of those Klarna or somebody, like, you don't need it. Why is that? One thing I don't do in life is go back and forth with someone on Instagram or social media.
They say what now? They don't need it?
You don't, if you have to purchase something with Affirm or one of those things, you don't need it.
Text who? You don't know what the fuck somebody is.
So I do use Affirm. I've used Affirm and I've used Klarna. I have a crazy limit with both of them because I pay them back and I've paid them back on time. It was 0%. So hey,
I don't pay it away, boy.
Same thing as just like I do with Apple when I purchase one of their Apple products with my Apple credit card. So with Affirm, I can tell you, I bought Mama Nell Chanel bag from off of Affirm. I used Affirm. So, and I'll tell you, like, I can tell my business. I don't give a fuck. For Mother's Day, I've given Mama Nell all types of shit. I've bought my mother everything that you could think of, from sneakers, the clothing, this woman, glasses. This woman has a lot. She has everything. One of the things that she hasn't had in her mama Nell name is Chanel. And one of the things that she didn't have was a Chanel bag. I saw a Chanel bag, purchased it. I saw that I can use a firm, bought it for Christmas. Yes, Christmas. I took $1,000, put down $1,000, paid the rest off in payment. It didn't hurt me. No sweat from off my brow. I got a gift that I wanted to give my mother, something different. It was something that she loves her bag. From years from now, she either could resell it or give it to one of her daughters, my sisters, or give it to her grandkids. There's a lot she can do with that bag. I don't give a shit what she do with it, but I just made that purchase and I did it with a firm, and it was 0%. So I didn't pay anything extra. And I took a big chunk off that bill, and to help myself, I was like, hey, well, shit, let me send y'all $1,000 right now, and then I'll smooth it out from here. I try to be super responsible when it comes to credit cards and shit like that. Like, if I knew that I was in a tight spot, I wouldn't have, Mom and I just wouldn't have got it. Whatever that $1,000 would have got me, that's just what her Christmas gift would have been. And she would have been okay with a $200 gift. I could have got my mother another. I mean, how many massages can she get at all these goddamn places? Okay. So how many sneakers can she have? Like, Mama Nell is lit. Like, she's always been lit. She'll call me like, I want them. She'll see if I post a sneaker, I want those.
Yeah.
So that means I got to go buy them. Now, sometimes she'll be like, just send me the money. I'm like, no, man, I got it. It's fucking $140. Like, I got you. But I just hate when people go to say things like, oh, if you can't buy right out, you don't need it. Says the fuck. Ooh. Bro, if I got $1,000 and I can get these people $250 a month, why the fuck can't I get y'all $250 a month and buy something that I want to buy or go on a trip I want to go on? Nigga, eat a fucking dick. Like, worry about yourself. Like, I literally hate that shit when people get on social media and tell you what's not good for you. I needed to go on this trip, or I needed to buy these fucking sneakers. Now, I'm not going to get on there and buy some fucking sneakers, but if that's what a person want to do,
and they can make the payments,
and they can make those payments, do that shit.
That's like saying, well, you should buy it if you have to put it on your credit card. It's the same.
It literally is, bro. It literally is.
You can't pay for it in cash. You shouldn't buy it.
At least with a firm, you go monthly. You got to pay the credit card back next month. No. Ain't no payments on the credit card.
Let that bitch be that. Hey, man, all of it do too.
Yeah.
All of it.
So, fuck out of here. And it's fucked up that the folks has messed it up for themselves. Hopefully my limit don't change. My limit is crazy.
I think that, again, they just rolling out a...
And people need to be responsible. I understand, because like you can just say fuck it and just fuck them and just get a high-end ticket item from off there. Like, excuse me, why not get the what's the Apple thing for the Oculus? Not the Oculus, but the Apple thing. If you wanted to get
Vision Pro, that
shit, we don't want to spend that type money on that. But if a motherfucker could get it from off a firm, why not get it off a firm?
Good idea. I'm waiting on the second installment of them shit. I bought them and took it right back, but yeah.
I'm good on that thing. But I'm just saying though, like, and then some people are buying these items and just be like, fuck them, and that's where now you fuck it up for everybody.
Bullshit, yeah. I guess it could be looked at as a good thing. They're basically saying, depending on how someone uses buy now, pay later, having this data added to FICO's score 10 and score 10T models could either boost or help or hurt or help somebody credit. So I guess it's another way of allowing you to it's gonna break the pieces of the pie that calculates credit score. So 35% of it is payment history and all that other shit. So again, just be financially responsible, man. I know people who make a lot of money and still live check to check. And I know a motherfucker who don't make no money and live like they are fucking rich. You know what I mean? So it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep. And And just use whatever. Again, if Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm says all these things are here, just utilize it in the best way possible, and only you know what's the best way. Fuck what somebody else got to say.
Especially at 0%.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, you got to take advantage of that shit. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Like,
if they not going to tax you and put a little 2%, 5% on your purchase, that might be $500 or some shit like that. Like, yo.
or if you just paying 2% on, you done got this cart and you done spend $1,000 on your kids for Christmas, and you can only paying 2% of the 1,000. Yeah, I take it.
That, I mean, much as people go through, hey, let's case in point right now. It said it was like 90 degrees outside, 93 degrees outside, and your condenser done went up, your AC done went up. Well, you could have probably put that part on a firm and went and got that part. You didn't have the money for it, but you'd have went and got that damn part. That part gonna cost you $50 a month. Yeah. Now you just gotta pay the labor to get somebody to put that shit in there. So like, you gotta use these tools to your advantage and not fuck yourself or fuck them over in the long run, because then now if you have messed up credit, this is now what you're gonna get. They want to now factor your credit into this and see what your buying power is, and they were like, "Oh no, you're trash. Your credit score is 4 something, 3 something. Oh, you don't pay back a goddamn thing." Nah, now your purchasing power. Yeah, now your purchasing power is. They're gonna say no, or bro, all we can give you is $100. We are afraid. So.
I just thought this was interesting, so I added on. Hertz has a new AI damage scan that could mean a surprise feast for renters. So basically, before you get your car or truck at Hertz, you're gonna pull into this thing, and this whole machine scans the truck or the car. And then upon return, it'll scan it. And they can tell you if damage. So there's no more of them coming out doing the visual. So it says Hertz is using AI-powered UVeye scanners at select airport locations to detect damage before and after rentals. A customer, Patrick, was charged $440 for a 1-inch scuff on a rental car's wheel during a repair process and administrative fees. The system notifies renters via web app showing damage, evidence, and offering discounts for quick payment. However, contacting a human agent for disputes is difficult as the chatbot-based system delays live support. An email response can take up to 10 days. Hertz claims the tech enhances transparency and efficiency, but the process lacks clear communication and may pressure customers to pay quickly. The company plans to expand the scanners to 100 of its 1,600 airport locations by years. I don't even fuck with Hertz anyway. I'm an enterprise guy. Fuck them. Hertz do got some fire fucking exotic cars though.
Kind of thing. I don't know. I use everybody. I only use between Hertz and Enterprise. I don't think I've used budget in a very long time.
A scuff on a wheel though?
I don't do dollar.
No. $440 for a scuff on a wheel?
No, that's crazy. No, when we come outside, I be pitching shit like, what about that? Oh, no, that's just regular. Oh, all right, I'm just making sure. I've never had an issue with returning a rental.
Oh, no, dog. And this was a Volkswagen, too. Nah, dog. You ain't finna give me no $400 for this. Nah, your eyes are later. You can't see it. 400? Nah. Hell no. Hell no. We'd have to fight. Somebody would have to fight me. Nope. I
ain't rented a car in a minute. Probably my last rental, probably when I was in LA. I had the Mustang.
Drop top?
Drop top.
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was by myself. Jimmy didn't want to go. I was by myself out LA. That's when Tank had fought out there. Shit, I was out there.
That nigga Domino's on. Here we go.
What? I was bumping all the West Coast shit. I'm like, they gonna definitely know I'm an out of towner playing all this shit.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and this is OG.
Yeah. Like, I play that in the pub with that. I got in the pub with Domino.
Yeah. One time for my girl, man. Baltimore woman who was arrested for shooting her ex-husband in D.C. for S-word and M-word for kids at her daycare was recently released. Listen, shawty.
I'm a thick.
Man, what is dried mud thick, too.
Thick.
Listen, when you look at her photo before she went to prison, and I don't know what that toilet bowl water, her facial routine was in here.
Her commissary was up. Feet.
What? Stay maxed out.
Mama feet.
Yes. Looking good.
But she never should have been a
Yeah.
she should have never went to jail.
Shouty home. Her name Shantiri. Welcome home, Shantiri. Yeah.
She did what she was
Looking
supposed to
good.
do.
Huh?
She did what she was supposed to do. She was supposed to shoot her nasty ass
Hell
husband
yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, like she ran a daycare. Her husband used to transport the kids, and he was looking at porn as he was driving and transporting the kids. And then one of the kids, he showed them a video of what he was watching of someone having sex on watching porn on his phone, and he did that. So yeah,
disgusting.
And then once she found out, the kid told the parent. Then once the wife found out, she shot his ass, as she should have. He was disgusting.
How you doing that to kids? You got all that at the house.
All that.
All
And he's
that
sitting
at
on
the
a
house.
bus but they saying like he was literally sitting on a bus driving, like looking at porn. Like, you that horny, Mr. Horny Man? Like, you that horny?
Man, yeah. Shout it. Shantiri. Listen.
But yeah, glad she home.
Yeah. Home, baby. Home, baby. Hopefully. Yeah. I'm joking. I'm playing.
Yo. This is King Bentley, one half of the JFP podcast. Yo, I need all my Baltimore, all my Zone 18, all my DC folks. Show some love. I need y'all to start liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I know y'all see these fire-ass reels we be putting together. So, you know what I mean? It costs you nothing. So just show some love, share it. If you love the content, comment. We appreciate everything. Thanks.
Let me see. I got one for you though. Can you truly love someone and still cheat on them, or is cheating always a sign that love is gone? It's a loaded fucking question.
It is very fully.
I open up. Yes, you could love somebody and cheat on them. And just because you cheat don't mean that the love is gone. Now, although I do not condone cheating, mistakes are made. You're human.
Mm-hmm.
And although I would hope that nobody out here be cheating, shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
And that don't mean you don't love them. I've told many of women that, like, if you think that a dude, well, most dudes, when they cheat on their girl, they feel fucked up. Feel bad. It's like, dang, I got a good girl. I ain't gonna do this shit no more. Now they lying to themselves. But you felt bad in the moment. And is cheating a sign that the love is gone? No.
I don't think so.
You could be going through a season. Y'all could be having a rough patch. I don't fucking know, but cheat. I've been on record to say cheating ain't a deal breaker for me. But continue. What's the fucking famous saying? One time is a mistake. Anything over one time is a pattern. So it's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? So
What that my man George Bush say? Fool me once. Shame on me. Yeah, fool me twice.
You ain't gonna fool me again.
No, man, I don't think that's I don't think the love is lost because you're cheated. People cheat for a lot of different reasons. Some people because they haven't got the play out of them yet. They might still want to be in the streets. And they haven't gotten that out because they might have, like, I know someone that he's only been with this one woman.
His whole life.
His whole life.
And nothing.
So all he know is that. And I know a person who, like, which is fine. And when he was telling me he was getting married, I'm like, are you sure? And I'm only saying that because you haven't had a chance
to be outside
to enjoy something else. Now, if you're fine with it, I'm fine with it. I don't give a fuck. That's
your life. Yeah.
But because she took his virginity.
Woo.
Like he literally has not been with anyone else.
She has been with more than him?
Yes. She was with
Oh.
someone else.
Plot twist on this one.
Yeah. She was with somebody else. Just one, as I know.
Yeah.
Just one. She lost the person who she lost her virginity to, and then they started dating.
He took his.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
He started cheating?
no. Which is
A1, boy.
a whizzle.
City boys up.
Mm-hmm. But then I know some people who just like I have people who I know that serial cheaters, and then I have people who just like it happened. And then we have the times when you've been cheated on.
Here we go.
And I mean, I'll still stick with the love part. No, you don't have to lose love if a person cheat. You just did something. It is a zillion reasons why a person cheats. But people who was cheated on, of course, will act like it isn't. I might have cheated on you because that's just literally just something. It just happened. It literally just happened.
Oh, you better not say that. You better not say that.
It just happened.
You better not say that. That's not a reason to them.
It is not.
Woman. It just happened.
But
it is a reason.
Literally a
legit reason. We know that. We both know that. But that is not a woman who been cheated on is not trying to hear it just happened.
Mm-hmm.
You had to be texting and talking. You just didn't meet her, and like sometimes it happens like that.
No, yeah, it just happens. So, but once again, cheating also isn't a deal breaker for me. But I only give you.
One.
You only got one.
Got one.
Yeah. Hey.
Use him up, you won't.
I would be real. Like I don't. Some people will say like, "Oh, I'm rolling out." All right, that was you. That's fine. But if a nigga was out here eating my cold cut, man, it's still also a tough thing to get over. It's tough.
You ain't the podcast. Fool me once.
It's a tough thing. It's a tough thing.
Hell
man.
yeah.
But I could probably get over it, but it's going to be a little difficult. Take some time.
As with most women, because they throw that shit up in your face all the time.
All the time.
And that's where, like, in my past endeavors, I used to be like, listen, if you're going to be with me, shut the fuck up. Like, I know it sounds so insensitive. Like, you can't be with me.
Shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up. Like, don't be with me and keep bringing this shit up. Like, either you going to be here, you staying, or no. If you ain't, then you could bring it up to your cousins or whoever you want to talk to, your girls. But if you're going to be with me, why do you want to keep bringing this up? Mm-hmm. Like, you obviously, you want to be me, so let's get past this. We can't get past this if you keep damn 2 minutes later, you been with that bitch. Mm-hmm. Phone rings, that bitch. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, man.
I've been there before, and I'm like, yo, man, look, you ain't going to keep bringing this shit up. And she was like, nigga, how the fuck you going to tell me what I ain't going to keep bringing up? I'm just saying it because, like, yo, how are we going to get past?
We arguing every time because you in the mood and you just want to continue to bring up this or say this name. And it's like, oh my God, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But
what?
Black men don't cheat.
Sure don't. Sure the fuck don't. We don't condone it. Listen.
Nah, man.
I led off by saying I don't condone it. We don't condone that. We do right out here.
Nah, yeah. I totally understand. I understand it. I've never been married or engaged. So when in marriage, I do believe it's something different when you say those vows. I believe it's a different oath that you take. Way different than when your boyfriend and girlfriend, or that's your 100. Man, or that's your woman.
Yeah.
Not saying that still give you the obligation to cheat, but is a lot more comes with now we're married. So when you get there, you have to honor that. That shit gotta be out you. Like, yo, we don't. As far as flirting, you go to a bar. Hey, yeah. And the haircut still get. I
got it.
I still got it.
I go down that Target aisle and they go to turn the heads. That's all you do.
Yeah, I put that shit on. I put that $200-$300 bottle of cologne on. I go outside with the fellas or by myself, and I still got it.
Yeah, that's it.
But
turn the heads.
you have to understand, and that's where it starts, and that's where it stops.
That's it.
It's everyone. I would think. I don't know. I'll say me. I would think, in my opinion, that someone always will want to be desired.
Absolutely.
In some type of way.
Absolutely.
So, and that's by any and everyone. I ain't not, of course, my goddamn wife, but outside in the streets, you want to be like, yeah, because I put this shit on for myself and I feel good within myself. And then when I go out and someone compliments and shit like that, but you gotta let that shit stay there. So
let it be.
Let it be.
You want to talk 2Js or we gonna go to Jim Jones?
We can go to Jones.
All right.
Well, before we go, because we 2Js, you see the how you like the Jordan 40s? Is that the 40s that they call it?
Yeah.
You like them shits?
No.
I don't like the color. The structure of it is like but I'd have wished they'd have came with a Bulls colorway with it, of the traditional home, that white, black, red, something like that. I wish they would have did that instead of just that color blocking. It also reminds me of a Fear of God sneaker also.
No. You like this fucking shoe?
I think it's okay. Would I buy it? No.
It do like a Fear of God shoe.
It does look like a Fear of God.
$200? This shit like a Sketcher.
Yeah, they supposed to have all this other Zoom technology, and it's some type of air technology. I was looking at Jacques. I forgot his name. Jacques
Slade. Jacques Slade.
Yeah, I was looking at him. He went to the event and he was breaking down the shoe.
Man, these shits actually look like them D-Ways. And that's one of my favorite ones with the circle on the side where you can see his sock. They kind of look like these. Yeah. And he's got look like that Kobe that like from Adidas from the side too.
It has
that like an Audi, I mean.
It looks like a lot of Fear of God Adidas type of work in the shoe. But like I say, maybe in a Bulls colorway, it probably would have looked a lot better aesthetically instead of just that plain whatever those two colors they put together. But it is Jordan 40, right? We at 40?
Yeah.
That's crazy. We're at 40 from 1 to 40.
Yeah.
A lot of people like, I don't wear Jordans. We got some sneaker talk. Fuck that shit. So a lot of people, they'll go like,
I don't go past 11.
Whatever he didn't wear. So they stopped at 14.
Yeah.
I love 17s.
Like
you have
23,
17s.
yeah.
So like
I like 23s.
I love 23s. I like the 30s, I think, 32s. There's a lot of them that I like, but there's a couple of them I was like, because we look at Jordan as a lifestyle sneaker, it's like I can't get away with this. And I be on my old man shit now. I be looking like shit, but I put that on with a Jordan sweatshirt.
and that's where I'm like every year. I just I don't really be hoping to think that the new Jordan that they gonna come out with is gonna be it. But if they go back to, design some shit that look fly on and off the court. Like you started it with LeBron. LeBron's was fire off the court. KD's too. And then when you start getting into this technology shit, and then anything after the LeBron 10 was ass. Kobe what? I mean, not Kobe. KD 7. I think after that it was like, It's like give us something like you.
For one, I would want to go back because I don't know the guy. I don't know if he was Korean, from China or Japan. I don't know his ethnicity who designed this shoe, but like I would. For like a milestone, like let's say a 40th, like bro, we gotta get Tinker back. Hey Tinker, get your juices back flowing again, please, bro. Tinker. Like one more for Mike, okay? We need. When the fuck the last time Tinker did a sneaker for Mike?
That HTF shit. He did it was like,
man, I'm gonna ask Dino. I know Dino know.
2013. It was either 14 or 15 was the last one. And then he did some HTARs. Remember he did the threes. So I got majority of the ones where you could take the swoosh on and off. With
Yeah.
And then they, you know what I'm saying?
Those don't count.
Those don't count?
Those don't count.
Okay. Well, then,
I'm new shit.
Oh, no, you know.
Yeah, new shit. I need them.
Please think of come out of retirement.
Something.
We need you, but the game ain't been the same, but
Jim Jones.
Jim Jones came out and said
Joe Mo
said he was better rapper than Nas.
Yeah, so he's been making his holiday rounds on all different types of podcasts, but he was on the Jada Kiss
Joe and Jada podcast.
Fat Joe podcast. And I forgot what Joe asked him. Because Joe asked him a question, but
and whatever that question was, his quote after that was, I was a superior Nas fan, but when you get into the game, you realize your idols be your rivals. My son can't tell me a Nas record. I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, no diplomats, nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record, then check everybody else's track record. Then go to Billboard and check all my entries. Then check all them N-words entries. I've been spanking a lot of this shit. Pull up Nas Billboard entries and pull up mine. He then walked it back. Said he overstepped his boundaries with the record sales and the Billboard entries, but he still stood firm on Nightcap with Ocho and Shay, saying, you put them in a booth right now, he'll rap circles around now.
Nope. Is Nas still active?
I think he can.
Nope. Nas still active. Nas is still putting out albums.
He said, give him a beat, give him a time limit, he'll come out with a better. You know what? I ain't gonna say. I think he'll make the better song.
Maybe.
I think he'll make the better song.
He has one platinum single.
Who?
Jim Jones.
One.
And we all know the one.
Ballin'. But what about? See, Jim Jones been on Empire. He been the independent, so his. It's
not better than Nasir Jones in any type of way.
I think in 2025 he makes a better song.
Maybe. I don't think so.
I don't think he can out rap Nas. No.
Never.
Jim can rap though. He made Pusha T not respond.
Oh, it's coming.
Packed him up.
Oh, it's coming.
Packed him up. Sit down, Push.
Yeah, okay.
Packed him. Did the track. Did the video.
You
ain't heard a word from him.
See you in a couple weeks.
Where you at?
See you in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm waiting. We've been waiting. We've been waiting, Push.
See you about 2
Fuck
weeks.
you at. Mm-hmm. Jim Jones, shut him up.
Don't even worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks.
Everybody rushing to that whole verse that's gonna be on that album. I'm not trying that shit, man.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, 2
You think he gonna address him in 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
And then Jim.
Well, see, the thing is, right? So I told you on another podcast I saw today that Jim was saying that this is the first time that Nas has ever been this viral. And that is because of what Jim has said about him.
One other time.
And he said that also. But
was fucking with Nicki?
No.
That's what in my opinion.
No, it was the whole thing.
I don't call that viral because that's before what going viral is. I was the last time Nas went viral before this was when he was smashing Nicki.
So, Jim is just talking reckless. And what Jim is doing, he said he's keeping Nas relevant. Him going on these podcasts and rappers like Pusha T and stuff like that are keeping him relevant. Because the thing is, he's just staying relevant. This is not translating into record sales. See, that's what he's trying to.
It is. He's getting streams.
Have you played it? Have you turned on the Jim Jones song since this?
Yes, and Nas too. I went to listen to both. I was like, all right.
I ain't listened to one of them Negroes.
I listened to. I had it made me just want to go listen to the I Am album from Nas. That's the one that's my favorite Nas album. So I put it. It take me to my high school.
My
days.
favorite joint is It Was Written. So. The second album.
I Rule the World on that one?
Yeah.
So I was listening to that. Then I listened to the one album, Summertime in Miami, and with Honey Dip, with Jewels, and And I listened to his last one. I didn't listen to the Lobby Boys, but I listened to. I'm not. Mano had a run, but I'm.
What run?
Huh?
Just had High Hater.
He had High Hater, but he had features. He was doing features.
What run? You done know.
The mixtape era.
You done know.
He had a run now. You ain't finna take that shit from Mano.
He
Mano had a run.
He was just muscle. He just was the bully.
He had a run. Mano had a run. You gonna make me fact check this shit now?
Nah, you can go ahead. I can't tell you nothing but High Hater from Mano. I cannot tell you nothing else. I can't tell you a feature. Nothing.
All right.
I like Jim. Jim is. I'm not saying Jim's supposed to say he's
all above. Well, I forgot about that.
What's all above?
With T-Pain.
What's that?
Oh,
he is on there.
Yeah, all above.
There's more people on there also too, right?
No,
it's just him and Mano.
Yeah. Big $1 million with Swiss Beats.
I don't know that is.
The slide song, Lobby Boys.
No. Just pack that shit up, Jay. This fucking guy. Just pack that shit up, man. Don't
it's
lose
a
over
podcast,
don't
man.
lose over Mano though.
It's a podcast, man.
You could have did that with Jim. Don't lose over Mano.
I still think Jim made the better record. You put him in the booth. Put him in the booth, pick the beat, give him a subject, 3 hours. Let's go.
All right, well then, so homework will be Nas' last 2 albums versus Jim Jones, not the Lobby Boys album.
5 best tracks?
Yeah.
All right. Bet it up. We'll record that part, just that segment, and then I'll bust it down and put it on Instagram so that they won't demonetize the whole episode, that little portion.
All right.
Bet. OKC, man. Shout out to OKC. Champions.
7 games.
Took him to 7.
Shea won MVP, as he should have. It was a good game. I wish Halliburton wouldn't got hurt towards Achilles.
They told him that it could happen too.
Yeah, with that strained calf, that's about what's going to happen next with the strained calf. But I understand he was in a position that he couldn't have said no, so he had to.
I mean, he could have said no, but
he was not in that position because the world that we live in now and the new ESPN that we live in
crucified his ass.
They would have what?
I could have seen Stephen. Yeah, you're right. Stephen A would have had a field day.
So he already doesn't really care for his game as much. So
he was voted the most overhyped.
They say
most overrated player in the NBA by his peers
until he got in the playoffs and he sent the Knicks home and he was carrying the ass and knocking down game winners. So I wish Halliburton wouldn't have got hurt. Not saying that they would have won, but they damn sure would have had a better chance with him out there on the court in the game 7.
SGA, that guy, man.
Oh, I fucks with SGA.
Yeah, that guy. I had a round of applause for SGA, that guy.
Yeah.
OKC is the second youngest team to ever win a championship, man. The boys
The crazy thing is, no one is who's gonna buy a sneaker. He's with Puma. So who's gonna buy that?
Man,
shit?
He put them gold sneakers around. I said, man, if you don't take them bricks off, take them shits out, dog. Take them off, dog.
I'd rather fuck with Anta or some shit like that. I wouldn't have did Puma. At least Anta, you're gonna get that overseas bread because over there, that D-Wade shit and all that, they gonna that ling ling.
The crazy part is this whole team is built off of
Paul George
trade.
Yeah.
This entire team is built off of a Paul George trade.
And still going to continue because they have draft picks here till like 2029.
Crazy.
So they just want to continue to reload. Like when it's time for a person up for $200 million, we'll just get rid of you and just draft someone else because they have a lot of top draft pick capital.
Yeah.
Or they can just trade that shit and then just get a player. So,
and since we're talking about trades, KD was traded to Houston for Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and the number 10 pick in the draft, which was yesterday.
Yeah. And
5 second-round picks.
Yeah. Stupid.
It's fuck.
Phoenix. Stupid. We traded away. Now, I understand me and Donald talk about this shit all the time. What's up, Doc? we were talking about Jalen Green. Jalen Green will have not, even Stephen A said it yesterday. Jalen Green, if he could made a fucking jump shot last series before they got put out the playoffs, he wouldn't have got traded. But because he could not find his jump shot.
What he, year 2, 3?
3 probably.
Okay.
He should be due some money next year.
Okay.
He would have still been there. Dylan Brooks just was a throw-in.
Is Bradley Beal still a son?
Yeah, he has a no trade clause. Only him and LeBron has no trade clauses in the NBA.
So you got Bradley Beal or Jalen Green. Now they got to share it.
And you can't forget Book.
You got 3
guys that just shoot the ball.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And then yesterday they drafted a center and then traded for a center, and traded one of their top draft picks that they got for KD for a center after they drafted a center.
Who did?
Phoenix.
So since the first round of draft is over, how does Phoenix look now?
Bad.
Worse?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
With two new big men, pause.
Yeah.
Another guard.
Yeah.
And you got
they don't have a point guard.
And you got somebody that got 6'5".
None of them are point guards though.
Jalen can't push the rock.
He can, but he's not a point guard. He's a scorer. Just like Book is a scorer and Bradley Beal is a scorer.
Bradley Beal can bring the ball up the court. I've seen
anybody can bring the ball up in the court, but it's not a point guard.
True that. You're not an orchestrator at all.
Because Book was the point guard last year and that shit didn't work. Because I don't want Book being a point guard.
Off the ball.
I need him off the ball scoring. So yeah, trash. Shout out to Dark Queen, Baltimore's own lottery pick. Drafted number 10 to the Hawks, then traded to the New Orleans Hornets.
Oh, he was drafted at 10 and traded. A few picks later?
No, they moved up and got him. They traded for him. So New Orleans Hawks, it was a via trade, but Hawks moved up 10 spots to get him. They just flip-flop spots.
So when they called him, he didn't have to go even put the hat on.
Yeah, he was a Hawk first, and then it got switched to New Orleans.
Atlanta would have been fire for that boy.
It would have been. But shouts out to him.
He's a true 4, or he gonna be
4.
a 3?
4.
He got to bulk up a little bit, pause.
No, he there. He got the baby fat. He be all right. Traditional NBA, he would, but not this NBA. No.
True.
Dirk, his father was one of my friends. His father was killed years ago when he was a baby. So his father was if you knew Eric, you from Baltimore, and you was in the basketball scene, you know his father, Eric Queen. And you talking about a person who talk trash, talk shit. That was my guy. Yeah, he was a hooper.
Talk shit while he hooping too?
Talk shit, doing any and everything. Shooting dice, he was a gambler. He was murdered at a dice game. Damn. But that was my guy right there. So he would be the shit that he would be talking right now if he was here would be crazy. So I wish he was here to see his baby boy get drafted to the league.
Again, man, shout out to Queen, man. Sir.
I'd have rather buy me a Atlanta Hawks jersey than a Hornets jersey because I don't really like the Pelicans jersey. So but I'm gonna get his jersey, and then my friend Dana, her son Romero Eisen he'll be a wide receiver at USC. Hopefully I can get out there to their game in September. But I can't wait to cop me a USC jersey.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cooper Flag, man. Number one pick.
As he should have
Dallas Mavericks. Crazy.
They're going to be so loaded. Once Kyrie come back, they're going to be so loaded.
Will Kyrie be ready to get it up by October? You think?
Not sure.
Anyway. That's
probably by playoffs. Close to playoffs. Yeah.
Crazy. Again, shout out to Cooper Flag, man. I was watching the draft last night. His dad had 3 brothers, and they went by. They known for being hoopers. So Cooper Flag, daddy, and his 2 brothers.
Oh yeah. His young brother was on Mount Verde. He was with Mount Verde with him. Yeah.
Randoms. Let me see what randoms I got for you. I don't have none. Red Lobster bringing they got that new CEO black dude. He put Boyle bags in, so boy, y'all about to go crazy on the they got what is it, unlimited seafood fest and whatever that shit is. Cheddar biscuits and now boiled bags. They done took that Asian recipe about to run him up.
They need it. I mean, because they filed bankruptcy, so they need it. And they got a black man in charge, and he know what the folks like. And if y'all want some money, you have to cater to everybody and just not one.
Fucks with it.
So with catering to those those bags, I've seen like everyone loves those.
Yeah, I had one last night.
Those boiling bags.
I had it last night.
Good for them. I don't eat shellfish, so I actually only been to Red Lobster twice in my life. So
I couldn't tell you the last. I don't have a memory of Red Lobster. I know I've been to Red Lobster, but I don't have
my parents just happened to be there one day, and I had asked where were they, and he was like, "This is where they at," and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm across the street." And I went,
pulled up.
I was at White Marsh, and they was across the street. So that time, and then another time, someone I know was having a birthday dinner there, and which I just was there to show face because I love steak, but there's certain places where I just don't get steak from, and because I believe in premium cow. Not that Burger King cow either. So I won't order certain steaks from certain places or chicken, so I just rather not eat. Like, I'm good. I'll just You can give me one of them biscuits though. You pass me one of them warm ass biscuits. That's a fact. Yeah.
New music then. What you got? What you been listening to or what's coming out?
Once again, I haven't liked anything new that's coming out. That's been out. So I've just been listening to my playlists. Nothing has gotten me excited. Ross and Pharrell. I heard a snippet of it.
I ain't like it.
I didn't either. You heard it? I didn't like that snippet.
Y'all did visuals to this too, y'all?
Yeah, they did the visuals. Yeah, I didn't like the Ross and Pharrell. Jello, his album is dropping, League of My Own. So we'll see what Jello looking like. Russ, he's a cool. He got an album dropping. Wild, French Montana, Lil Durk has a single. That's about it. Lizzo, she's dropping an album. My face hurts from smiling. You gotta speak on that. People like Lizzo. Not my music, but people like that shit.
I was listening to Fine Dining, which is Dave East and Young Chris, pretty fire album. I'm in my R&B bag as always. Come As You Are is Kenyon Dixon and Terrence Martin. Memphis Bleak dropped the album.
I gotta listen to that.
Apartment 3D. I've been watching Bleak podcast too. You getting a lot of good. The first one was Ja Rule, and the second one was Young Guru. You get a lot of insight of Rockefeller.
Yeah, Laker Gang. She had posted this album, and I like this shit. I don't know the name. It's just about KWN.
No, yeah, fire. R&B.
That shit is fire.
You got to go listen to the old stuff too. Fire.
Oh, for real? Yeah. She posted this shit last week, probably last Friday, and this shit is fire. It's only 9 joints on here. Nah. This shit is fire.
Yeah.
I like
I'm called With All Due Respect.
Much as I love listening to rap, there's nothing like my car being clean though bumping R&B though.
No, I'm R&B king. Well,
especially when I can roll my windows down and read my shit knock. That motherfucking that Tessie knock. Like I got that whamp up in that bitch.
Yeah.
And I like having when it's 74 degrees and I got that R&B shit bumping. Like I could bump this shit no matter it's slow, whatever, like some up-tempo R&B, some Chris Breezy, like, but I like that real true R&B shit. I like.
Pauses. Do you play R&B music if you got your homie in the car with you?
Nope.
We are so
nope.
We so fucking wild as men. Like
no,
you can't.
Let me change. Let me change that. As soon as you sit in the car and then click.
Yo, you can't.
Oh, no,
you can't play the Joe.
Nah.
The R. Kelly.
We both not to be in that motherfucker. What turns you on? We both not to be driving down the road singing Joe. Nah.
I don't want to be a player.
Nah.
For real?
Nah. That's what Jeezy for. Put some snow.
I play certain shit, but it can't be.
Put some snow on. Nah.
No R&B.
No. Nah. And I don't even want you to get in the car and say, yo, that's my shit right there. I bet. Not in here, nigga. Hit the kitchen lights. Cockroaches everywhere. Hit the kitchen lights. The smells marble floors everywhere. We not about to, no.
Oh, shit. Yo, we so jaded as men,
No, we can't. We can't. Women can sit there and
Yo, you
singing.
can.
They can sing fucking A. Marie together.
No, now, you don't have to sing
Call
it.
Donnie right now. Before we end the podcast, call Donnie right now. Call Donnie right now.
I'm looking it up, man. Hold on.
Call Donnie right now. Ask Donnie.
Oh, my God.
You can't. That's man law. We not about. I don't give a fuck if we both going through it. No, man up, nigga. Put some Ross on, nigga. Put some Boosie on, nigga.
Oh, my God.
Nah, nope.
Yo, you ain't comfortable with yourself?
I am, but we ain't about to be. Nope. Nah. No. I can't even think of a song that I could just be comfortable. Like, yo, we vibe into that shit. Like, yo, this the shit, yo. Like,
what up, bro?
Yo, Donnie, the Jay from the Jam Friends podcast. Don't say no crazy shit.
I'm about to say all crazy. What's up, bro?
What up?
Yo,
What's up, fellas?
what's up, my guy?
Yo,
Buddha.
you see Justin Black out, right? And y'all about to link up and go to the spot. They like, yo, I just ride with you. Can you play R&B with your homies in the car?
No.
I told you. I
Big
told
wild
you.
mountain stuff you want, bro. No, I'm not playing no R&B with my homies in the car.
Right, put some Jeezy on to something, right, Donnie?
I'm telling you.
Yo, we so jaded as men, yo.
Nah, we will
Yo,
not.
that's not a serious question, bro.
No.
You was not just saying that a minute ago.
Yo, I had asked Donnie, I said, yo, if you cut one of your clients' hair and he dropped his keys, so he hopped out the chair and he bent over to pick him up, and then his shirt slid up and you seen he had a tramp stamp on his back. What you do? What you doing?
Oh no, I'm gonna say something. Yo, what you doing with that?
Hey, I'm telling you, hey, if I could snap a picture real quick, I'm gonna snap it and fry him. You can't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely I'm
posting that. I gotta go on that.
client or homie. Oh no, we gotta have a discussion.
We can't.
But no, we cannot. We cannot be listening to.
You can't play R. Kelly with your man in the car?
No.
Bro,
You remind me of my G. We supposed to really ride down the street like.
Just be in the car doing that.
No.
Nigga, I ain't singing to you.
I wanna ride
Nah.
something like
And
my
it can't even
sound.
be loud for real.
I wanna bump it.
Why?
No.
Bro, that's not the people gonna think you a zest monster, bro.
Yep.
That's not cool.
Yep.
That's not cool, bro. Nah.
We ain't riding down listening to R&B money together. We ain't listening to Tank together.
See, you already said the wrong name.
I don't know what the heck wrong with Nell with that.
he started shit.
Nah, man.
Like, hey, bro, what's up with that, bro?
Nah, man. We can't though. No, we ain't. Men can't listen to R&B records together. No, we cannot.
Nope. I'm with you. I'm with you when you right, bro.
I appreciate you for picking up the phone, big dog.
Yes, sir.
All right, boy.
Anytime. I catch up with y'all, fellas. All right.
All right, bro. Damn right.
Closing thoughts, man. What you got?
I guess I'm thinking about like friendship shit. I know like friendships are like seasons. That shit come and go. Sometimes that shit lasts longer than others. I know sometimes you not have to, but it's like when you be in like friendships, don't be opposed to, I guess, like working things out and being cool. And when something went wrong, y'all had a disagreement on some shit. I guess you can't never always shut the door on certain things. I hold grudges. That's a part of me. I will never not be like, oh, yo, I'm not gonna hold a grudge. I hold a grudge against you. And I'm a type of person that like, if you're my friend, you're my guy, I'm not gonna do anything to put our friendship in harm. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I guess you gotta sometimes give friendships a chance when people reach out, So I'm in the process of talking to an old homie. It was like my bro. He reached out to me, like, yo, we should, get a drink, something, catch up on old times. And even though like we weren't enemies or anything like that, we just weren't talking anymore. We weren't friends anymore. And like being around like certain group of people, like someone is always going to ask about like one or the other. And it always to feel where like, oh, I don't know. At first in the beginning, I used to be like, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
But then after I got over the anger part of it, I was like, oh, I don't know how he doing. I haven't spoken with him. Like, I don't know. He good. He's probably good. And then, so, he reached out to me and was like, yo, we need to hook up. So hopefully we get a chance to hook up and rap. And it don't mean that we got to be BFFs again or some shit like that. But I would appreciate the friendship being cool again, and when we still see each other, it would be a quick, yo, what's up? But it was awkward because it like the love that I was used to. Like that was the bro.
Yeah.
So hopefully, things, which I'm sure things would. I mean, it's been over 10, 15, 20 years, since our riff. So things should go well and just, I guess never close the door on certain things, and you can leave the door open for friendship or certain things like that. So just keep an open mind on certain shit. And then certain sometimes you can just be like,
fucks with it.
bitch ass nigga.
Whole time I thought I knew what was going on. Now I know though. I know. Freedom is having nothing to hide, nothing to prove, and nothing to chase, man. On that note, the Jam Friends Podcast, episode 270. This last week of June, man. Last week of June. July next week. Next week. The year's moving fast. Oh, it'll be hoodie season.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get out here, I want to send a shout out to those that wear the uniform, those that wear the uniform, those that wore the uniform, those that wear the uniform in the field shot, those hanging at the VA all day shot. United States of Baltimore, Zone 18. The rest of PG County and all the thugs wearing Under Armour. I'm gonna put y'all on to something. It's this young dude called D Gord. We're gonna end the pod. The song is called Spin Back.
Welcome to the Jam Friends Podcast. Welcome to the Jam Friends Podcast.